bother to post anything on Reddit, but I figured that typing the situation out might make me feel better. So I'm 23 years old, female, and I live on my own.
Not no 20-year-old female, no, the fuck you not. You a 30-year-old man. This is not no female talking. You not finna tell me it's a female talking. They couldn't have found a female to voice this over. My fault, bro.
I just moved out to the area for school, and I went to my local Walmart to gather supplies for cleaning. As I walked inside, I took note of an older man near the entrance that I briefly made eye contact with and nodded at, and I just kept walking. I looked at folders for a bit, and I then made my way towards the electronics section at the back to go look for a charger. I was making my way through the aisles on the way down looking at all the fall decorations. A lot of them were geared towards kids, so I just glanced at them quickly and then turned around to leave.
Yo, why that Walmart look so damn dark? Like, I know it's about to close, but they normally still keep the lights and shit on. If I seen the Walmart that dark, I wouldn't even want to shop in that shit. I'm not going in there.
The same man as before was there. I didn't hear him walk into the aisle, and he was holding and inspecting some paper plates with childish Halloween designs on them for kids.
He chilling though.
I thought that was a little strange, but brushed.
Bro, how? He can't shop for childish shit? Like, just cause he childish don't make him...
Brushed it off, thinking he had grandkids. I left, and...
Oh, he a old man doing this shit. I mean, still though, it's still old people that do childish shit like that. Yeah.
I made my way to the electronics section where they kept the...
He probably got grandkids. He probably bound shit for his grandkids.
...chargers behind locked glass doors. I'm there for about 7 to 8 minutes, and the same old man shows back up. Now, at this point, I'm pretty far from where I last saw him, and I seen the reflection of the glass that he's checking out my...
You ain't fucked up. You're not just gonna keep walking past me, and then every time you walk past me, you looking at me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stick your ass, or, you know what I'm saying? Use my feet. I can use my fist or my feet. Both of them work good, though. Both of them shits work real good.
My ass as he walks by. I brushed it off because
Whoa,
I'm used to...
what? He was staring at what?
...out my ass as he walks by.
How did you know what he was looking at? If she said she got a glance, she said she got a glance.
I brushed it off because I'm used to men making quick glances like that in public, and I just left it at that. He's looking at the display behind me at the other side, goes to leave, and this is where it gets creepy.
That nigga checking your little shit out. Like, that nigga is really checking that shit out. At this point, I think you should address it. I say you should address it. I don't think you should keep letting this nigga slide. I say you do something about it. You know what I'm saying?
He stands right behind me, and he starts aggressively eyeing me up and...
Why are you still here on some real shit? Why are you still here? Like, you peek, bro, staring at your ass. You being weird and shit. Leave, my nigga. Like, get what you gotta get and leave. If you can't find what you... if you can't find what you're looking for, fuck what you looking for. At this point, I don't care about it no more.
Down while licking his lips, paying particular attention to my backside and my legs. He's basically undressing me with his eyes. At this point, he was giving off massive creep vibes, and I started shaking with adrenaline, and I was just really afraid he was going to try and grab me. I stay calm despite my throat feeling like it had a ball in it, and I wait for him to leave. He does. I then go to...
Why are you waiting for him to leave when you can just leave first? Don't girls be walking around with tasers and mace and shit? Mace this old ass nigga.
A random mile nearby electronics, but in the general part of the store, I noticed that there were 2 men behind the electronics counter, and I wanted to stay near them just in case something went wrong. So
you want to stay near them, but what if these niggas is just as weird as the old man? What if these niggas is with the old man?
Oh, I waited a few minutes, just standing there just to see it.
Now he checking your little shit out too. Everybody just want to check your shit out. You just need to leave.
If he showed back up,
them empty ass shells.
I wanted to confirm if he was following me around or not. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, there he was. I caught him quite literally speed walking down the main walkway, looking down each aisle as if he was frantically looking for me. He stopped dead in his tracks, saw me notice him, and then promptly scurried off. I went to the electronics section, and I then informed the workers that I was indeed being followed, and that I really wasn't comfortable.
What the fuck the workers? What the workers gonna do besides kick him out the store or call the police? Which ain't gonna do nothing either. All the police gonna do is just pull up and then tell him to stop following you. If you really want to be honest, nobody's gonna do shit.
And I asked if there was security. They tell me they don't have any, just theft prevention, and they offer to check me out there or accompany me to finish my shopping.
You think a pervert care about theft prevention, bro? They don't care about that shit.
They were very kind, and I did actually take them up on the offer to get my
Them niggas there to prevent theft, not perverts.
cleaning supplies nearby. As we turned together, the same guy was standing further away, still staring at me. He literally just increased the radius he was using to follow me and was now watching me from the front by the registers now. I get my stuff and check out, and I then weave through
Yo, this a bold ass nigga like this nigga.
all of the different clothing sections to leave from a different section than the one I originally entered in and saw him from. I didn't see him at all this whole time, and I got to my car. I promptly drove to my new
Boom, he in the
place,
backseat.
but stopped halfway at a random neighborhood. I pulled over and pretended that was my house just to see if anyone tailed me. I didn't want this guy finding out where I lived. I then drove home when I didn't see anyone. I may be overreacting, but this is a new area to me, and I've never had someone be quite that creepy and persistent in following me. I've done things on my own plenty of times, and I've never had an issue before. This all happened in the middle of the day at like 3 p.m. too. I was
It's
wearing
always the people that live by themselves too. Like, it's never motherfuckers that live with people. It's always the ones that live by themselves.
loose clothing, and I just wanted to take a quick trip in and out. I have no idea what could have happened if I didn't notice him, or what his intentions might have been. I can't
Man,
imagine
you know what his intentions was? He trying to get in that little shit. That nigga knew what he was doing. He
that
said
they
he
were
was chasing
good.
you out.
Maybe he would have followed me to my new place. Who knows?
He probably did.
Either way, the whole encounter was just really scary. He had no clue that I saw his reflection and the nasty expression on his face. Just stay aware, guys, and watch yourselves.
That shit
But
was
this happened when I was 12 years old. My brother and I were in Walmart in the CD aisle, and I had bent over to tie my shoe. Well, my little brother then started laughing. He was only 9
Why
years
they keep giving the females these deep ass voices? And then there's a little girl with a deep ass voice.
old at the time, and when I said what, he leaned in and then quietly said that a guy was looking at my butt. I looked without being too obvious.
Bro, we're not finna keep having these pervert videos, bro. These supposed to be horror stories, not fucking pervert stories, bro. Not how to catch a predator stories, bro. These is not the ones I signed up to watch, bro. These not it, bro.
And there was this old man with a long gray beard that had a braid down the middle of it. I punched my little brother playfully, and we started joking back and forth who was going to be his wife. Then my brother went and joined my parents, and they kind of just let me alone do my own thing.
Nigga, what? What did you just say? Are you idiotic? Do you got a brain in there? Is that shit empty? You got a walnut in there, bro?
So to the beauty aisle I went, and within seconds, the same guy as before then appeared in the same aisle as me. I went to a different aisle feeling like he was following me, and there he was pretending to look at stuff, but moving closer towards me. So I went to another aisle that most guys wouldn't go to, and that was the pads and tampon aisle. Once again, this creep was pretending to look at pads and tampons. I slowly went to the next aisle, and then ran to go find my mom.
Nigga, well, I was about to say, like, why is you still going through aisles, bro? Like, just run at this point. You know, little kids, you like tear hard at it. Just act like you one of those little kids that just run around doing dumb shit and use the run-in to get their parents on, bro.
I told her what happened, so she followed me there. She told me to clear my throat if I happened to see him. And sure enough, this time he got so close to me where he could almost grab me. So I started clearing my throat until I coughed, and my mom grabbed me and we found a manager. Walmart really sucked, because the manager was acting like since the guy didn't actually do anything, they couldn't do anything about it.
Nigga, they can't do nothing about it. Nigga, they Walmart. What the fuck they gonna do? Besides call the police and tell them that you think a man was following you around. Talking about they act like they couldn't do nothing about it. They can't do nothing about it. Who do you think Walmart is? What do you think Walmart is? They sell shit. It's a convenience.
Yeah, thanks Walmart. I really wish I could
Y'all talking about things at Walmart. They could have kicked him out the store. That's what they could have kicked him out. That's all they could have did, to be honest. For real. That's. I can't think of nothing else they could do, bro. It's Walmart, bro. They sell shit, bro. They don't stop perverts, bro.
say that I never saw him again, but that's not the case. I remember this guy every time I was in the Walmart. I was always watching my back, trying to look out for this guy. So anyways, let's skip ahead a bit. I ended up being at a friend's house when I was 16, and her dad's friend came over. And lo and behold, there he was. The same braid in the middle of his beard, and he then introduced himself to me as Butch. As soon as we were of earshot, I flipped out, telling my friend that that's the same creepy Walmart guy that followed me around Walmart when I was 12.
She not finna believe her ass. Like, she not finna believe her. I can't even blame her, though, because if it was me, I'm not believing them either. But instead of you flipping out like that, you should probably leave before you end up finding out that they whole family on some weird chainsaw shit and they all part of this. And yeah, type shit.
She said that she wasn't surprised, but she seemed unaffected. Yeah, sometimes she really was.
Dude, I just jinxed this shit. They all part of this. I just jinxed this shit. I'd rather not watch it. I'm telling you I didn't watch this.
Wasn't the greatest of friends. So one day when we're hanging out, she acted like we were going to see someone really cool and awesome. And in my little mind, I thought that they knew someone single to introduce me to. So we go knock on the door to this house, and this rather manly looking woman answered the door. She then let us in and brought us cold Cokes from the fridge. And then there he was, Butch. He came strutting in the room and made me so uncomfortable that I wanted to throw up. And then things took a really disgusting turn. He started telling us how he wanted to see us naked and take pictures of us.
Nigga, what? That's how he started the day off? That's what this nigga just came up to y'all and started saying? Lock this nigga up. Like, on some real shit, lock this nigga up. Get rid of this nigga. Throw this nigga away. Put this nigga in the deepest, darkest parts of that shit and don't feed this nigga.
Enjoying each other's body. As you can imagine, that was a very uncomfortable hour of saying hell no and being angry as hell that my friend brought us to this situation. She never brought
Stop saying your friend. That's not your fucking friend.
me around him again. But years later, her mother-in-law was actually dating him, and she actually allowed her kids to spend the night around this sick. Yeah, my friend and her family definitely weren't the smartest. And it gets even worse. So years later, pictures were found belonging to Butch of little kids. And yes, it's exactly what you're thinking. Not innocent pictures, but very bad pictures showing what a monster Butch truly was. And even her mother-in-law took some of the pictures. Very luckily, someone ratted them out, and both of them went to jail. The mother-in-law and Butch both became registered sex offenders, but she was released after 6 months. It didn't really surprise me though as much as it should have. Butch was put in prison amongst other.
What you mean as much as you should have? Why should that surprise you? Nothing about that is surprising. You should expect for that to happen. This nigga showed all the signs.
Very horrible crimes involving children. He went to prison for a very long time.
I'm not watching this no more, bro. I'm done with this shit, bro.